Hi, I'm doing a very different video. I have never done this before, and I just want to make a video to share my life journey and my love story. Um, it took me a little while to decide how I'm going to do this video and how I'm going to share my personal life and my story with you all. I am not going to identify who that person is. I'm just going to keep it anonymous, protecting the privacy of that person. And as long as I explain the story, you will kind of know it's a person that I deeply am in love with very, very much. And I just want to dedicate this video to him, and also want to let everybody know that it takes a lot of courage to be here to make this video to share my story. Okay, so here it goes. I grew up in a pretty well-off family. Growing up, I didn't have to worry about any financial stress or anything problems. Everything is taken care of. And growing up, my dad worked a lot, sacrificed a lot of family time. So I've never been really close with my father. And my mother, she lived with me until when I finished high school, and she moved back home to be with my father and help him with his business before they both retired. So I never really have a close relationship with my father. So during my adulthood, I have a very strange relationship with my father, that there are moments, there's times that we're close, sometimes we're not close, and we have different opinions, we have disagreements, so sometimes we'll fight about things, argue about things. And my mom, it's the same thing. Like, even though my mom stayed with me until I was high school, but we never really open up, talk about personal stuff, about boys, about friendship. You know, she was just so focused on academic, want to do well in school. And I'm okay in school. I'm not like a straight on a roll student. But I just never really have that kind of relationship, that really close relationship to talk about personal stuff. So most of my adulthood, I had to figure out myself. And it wasn't always easy. I have experienced depression, anxiety, and even suicidal thoughts. And I would say about 3 or 4 years ago, I think that was my lowest point in my life. There was a lot of family problems going on, and also I was with a wrong person, in a really bad relationship. So I didn't have a good state of mind and very healthy state of mind to able to stand up for myself. And I was just always in a vicious cycle and don't know how to deal with it. So a lot of times I would get very depressed, I was suicidal, and I did tons and tons of counseling. And, you know, it helped me to learn a lot about myself. But I've always been struggling dealing with my depression and my anxiety, and, you know, just being on your own for so long. And, you know, I always keep my personal life very private. So not a lot of people know what's going on other than my counselor and myself. So it was really hard for me to open up. So finally, about 2 years ago, I met one of the blessings in my life. I met the most wonderful, amazing man. And I knew that at that time, you know, there's going to be challenges, you know, through a relationship. I just didn't have expectations, and we felt connected. I fell in love with him, and, you know, when I first met him, I was always being very insecure about my body. I was a little bit more chubbier and more curvy than what I am today. So I remember the first year I was just a lot of emotional stress because I was being insecure about my who I am, and my body, and everything that's been going on in my life. And he was like my rock, and he was very patient with me. He is just simply amazing. Even though nobody's perfect, everybody has their flaws, but I've always accepted his imperfection. And I do admit that the past 2 years I have done terrible things. I lied to him. I lied to him, tried to be somebody else. I was very emotional, a lot of screaming and yelling relationship, and I have a lot of guilt, and I know it's not right. It's disrespectful and across the line. And I've been trying on and off getting the help I need the past 2 years. And I mean, I learned so much more about myself than 2 years ago. I never been proud of what I have done. Like, I'm not proud at all. It's actually really embarrassing. And I feel like the whole relationship, I feel like I let him down. I feel like it's preventing us to have happiness, to build life together. And I'm not saying that, like I'm perfect. I'm not saying that everything's my fault. I mean, of course, he have say things and done things to hurt me, but I know deep down he cares a lot about me, and I forgive him. I really do forgive him. I'm not angry at him. I just will like us to have peace, able to communicate better. And I know that we drive each other's crazy, absolutely crazy. Like, I do things to piss him off. He does things to piss me off. So, but I know deep down in our heart that we really connected and we really care for each other. It's just that I have always struggled to handle my behaviors and my emotions, and it just spiraled out of control. And I, like, recently, the last couple of days, I actually met up with the pastor, and I had a confession with him of the things I'm guilty of by lying, crossing a line, unacceptable behaviors. And it was a relief for me to do that. And because I've always been very denial of what I have done, to think that it's everybody's fault other than myself. But when I made that confession, I realized that I can't do this anymore. What am I doing? Asking myself, what am I doing? And I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to have drama. I don't want to lie anymore. And I don't even know if I will able to hear from him again. I don't know about that. But I know is that I don't want to go back in a dark place where I used to be, and to be sad all the time and problematic and very emotional. It's just crazy. Like, I don't want to be in that place anymore. What I'm doing right now is taking good care of myself, to get the help I need, going back to church, did tons of counseling, a lot of therapy, go to support groups, to get every resource I can think of to help within myself, to self-love and heal my pain, and really forgive myself, because I have forgive him for whatever he have hurt me, and I moved on from that. It's just that I still have this kind of guilt that I have done to damage the relationship, and I just want to move on and let it go of the guilt that I have. And it's not always easy, because I'm only responsible for myself and my own mistakes, and it's haunting me, and it's driving me crazy. And I'm just taking one day at a time to work on whatever I need to work on, and to make positive changes. Like, for example, like I did a ton of yoga the past few weeks, and it has helped me to reduce my anxiety level, and able to think clearly and able to learn a lot more about myself and to take a step back to really remorse and to answer a lot of questions that I'm not really sure about. I was really confused of who I am, and now I have a really sense of clarity of who I am, and just be honest with myself of who I am, and take responsibility to be honest who I am, and learn from it, and be mature, responsible adult to do the right thing, to be a better person. I can't speak for him, how he feels or how he thinks. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But what I know is that as long every single day I'm continue working on committed of my personal goals to become a better person, I think that I'm nothing to worry about, nothing to be afraid of. And because at least I have lots of self-love and a lot of self-care, and to find happiness again. I love him very, very much. It's just simply amazing. He is an incredible person, and I have just so amazing about him. I don't even how to describe it. I just want him to know that I love him very much, and hopefully he will forgive me what I have done, and able to see that I'm genuine, sincere, apologetic of what I have done wrong, and to see that I'm willing to change for myself and help us to have a better relationship. So it just takes time to heal. It just takes time to change. So hopefully things will come around, and I've always been very supportive of his career, of who he is, individual, because there's so many great personality, great characteristics about him, which I really, really, really love about him. And I just don't want to let it go. I really want to fix things. I want to make things right. So yeah, I'm very blessed. I have all the support from my counselors and from my family, from my friends. I'm very grateful of, and I'm just going to keep on going and not dwell on negative energy and negative thoughts, the guilt that I have. Just focus on my daily goals. And it's not always easy. There's moments that I have doubts, but every single time I have doubts in my head or I want to give up, I remind myself that I came this far to be where I am today. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue growing, getting stronger, and be a better person. So hopefully time is a medicine. Okay, I think time, it really helps a lot of things. It helps to heal. It helps to bring lots of energy into me, to stronger and be a happy girl. So I'm just looking forward, to reach my goal. So that's pretty much it. And if you're listening to this, just let you know that I really, really, really love you, despite all the drama has happened between both of us for the last 2 years. And I know it wasn't fair for you, and I hurt your feelings. But I am willing to change, and I really want us to grow our life together, build life together, and want us to move on. So please know that I really, really, truly love you, and I've always been your queen, your princess, whatever that is. But I just want to make you happy, make us happy, to have a normal, happy life and not cause any more stress. I love you.